Have you ever wondered what truly haunts a person after they leave your life? It's not your words, not your anger, not even your tears. It's your silence. We often think that when someone walks away, it's our hurt, our pain, that they fear, but the truth is far deeper. The thing that strikes terror into their heart isn't the fight, the explanation, or the regret. It's the absence of all of that. The stillness, the quiet that speaks louder than any argument could. Your silence. They thought they could walk away without consequences. They believed, deep down, that no matter how many times they pushed you aside, you would always come back. They thought that no matter how far they strayed, your love would be the constant they could count on, like a safety net always waiting. They expected you to fight for them. They expected long, heartfelt messages, desperate calls and pleas for another chance. They assumed that when they walked away, it was just a matter of time before you chased after them, because that's what they were used to. They believed they could leave, knowing you would always be there when they decided to return. But what they never saw coming, what they never anticipated, was your silence. The moment you stopped explaining yourself, stopped chasing after them, stopped pleading for their attention, you took away the one thing they thought they had control over, their power over you. And here's the thing, silence isn't a game. It's not manipulation. It's not about proving a point or trying to get them to come back. Silence is a decision that speaks volumes in a way words never could. It's the moment you choose yourself over the chaos they caused, the moment you choose your own peace over the drama of trying to prove your worth. And that decision, the one you made to step away, to stop chasing, to let go, is the moment everything begins to change. Stay with me till the end of this video, because by the time it's over, you'll understand why your silence isn't just hurting them, it's reshaping you. This isn't just about ending one chapter. It's about starting a new one where you hold all the power. Let's dive in. Part 1. The Power of Silence. Why does silence hurt more than words? It's because silence is the one response that no one can twist or misunderstand. Words can be misinterpreted, turned into arguments, or dismissed as empty promises. They can be fought against or explained away, leaving room for manipulation. But silence? Silence is a direct reflection of something deeper. A message that isn't open to debate. A message that leaves no room for excuses. When you choose silence, you strip away all their defenses. It's not just a lack of sound, it's the loudest message you could ever send. It forces them to look inwards. It leaves them with no explanations, no reassurances, no comfort from you. And for someone who has always relied on your reactions to validate their existence, silence is an agonizing experience. Picture this. They were expecting anger. They anticipated that you would yell, or beg, or even cry for them to come back. They thought you would put yourself in a vulnerable position, fighting for a relationship that they never valued. But instead, they're faced with nothing. At first, they may try to tell themselves that you're just playing a game, that you're playing hard to get. In their mind, you're just giving them space, waiting for them to make the first move. But as the days pass, then the weeks, the silence, grows louder than anything words could ever say. It begins to gnaw at them. It becomes unbearable. And that's when doubt starts to creep in. What if you really are done? What if you've made the decision to move on without them? What if they were wrong about you this whole time? Their mind starts racing, filling the silence with stories, dark stories, uncomfortable stories. What if you've already found someone else? What if you're finally at peace, no longer needing the validation they thought they could give you? The worst part? They don't even realize they're the ones creating these stories. Your silence doesn't need to say a word. It speaks for itself, and in its deafening quiet, it breaks them in ways they can never put into words. They will never understand that your silence wasn't meant to punish them. It was simply the moment you chose to protect your peace, to reclaim your power. Your silence is the answer to everything they never wanted to hear, and that is exactly why it hurts so much. Part 2. The stages they go through. Their reaction to your silence won't be immediate. It won't be the instant regret or sorrow they expected. Instead, silence breaks them slowly. piece by piece, without them even realizing it. It's a gradual dismantling of everything they once thought was solid. Relief. At first, they might feel a sense of relief. Oh, they're just giving me space, they'll think. They'll come around. It feels like a game to them at this stage. Something they can control. They expect you to miss them. They expect you to reach out, to beg for another chance, to show that you still care. They believe that if they wait long enough, you'll come back, ready to forgive. But as time ticks on, that moment never comes. The silence starts to stretch, and that very relief turns into something darker. They can't hold on to the illusion any longer. The game is over. And yet, they can't understand why you aren't playing anymore. Curiosity. Days pass, then weeks. The silence begins to sink in, and with each passing day it eats at them. They check your social media, scroll through old pictures, reread past conversations, trying to find something, anything, that will give them a hint of what you're feeling. They search for a sign that you're still hurting, that you still care, that you haven't really moved on. But all they find is silence. And that silence is so much louder than anything they could have imagined. The worst part? They start imagining the worst. Maybe you found someone else. Maybe you've been moving on all along, building a life without them in it. And each time they refresh their feed, hoping for some evidence of your vulnerability, they only find more silence. The silence becomes their punishment. The silence becomes their greatest fear. Frustration. As the silence continues, frustration begins to set in. They start testing you. Maybe they'll post something on social media, something they know will get under your skin, hoping it will provoke you into responding. Maybe they'll reach out with a casual text, pretending everything is fine, trying to see if you'll bite. But each time you stay silent, their frustration grows. The more you withhold yourself, the more they spiral. They can't control you anymore, and they hate it. They thought you would break down, but instead you're stronger than ever. Your silence is like a wall they can't climb, and it's driving them mad because they can't manipulate it. They can't twist it to suit their narrative. Fear. And then, fear sets in. The fear that you're really done, that you're moving on without them. The fear that they've lost you for good. The more silence they receive, the more they begin to question themselves. Were they the weak ones all along? Were they so blind that they didn't see what they had until it was too late? They start to panic. They start to realize that maybe, just maybe, they've been the one taking you for granted this entire time. And now it's too late to fix it. The person who used to chase them, who used to fight for their love, is gone. You've stepped into your own power, and they can't control that. Regret. Finally, the silence brings them to regret. It's not just a passing feeling. It's an all-consuming wave that crashes over them. Every moment they took for granted, the times you forgave them, the times you fought for them, the times you loved them despite their flaws, plays in their mind like a movie they can't escape from. They'll replay the good times, the fights you had, the words you exchanged, and the moments they ignored. And with every memory, they're reminded of one painful truth. You're not there anymore to make it right. You're not there to remind them of the love they thought they could always count on. They won't admit it to anyone, but deep down, they know. They've lost someone they'll never find again. Part 3. The evolution of you. Your silence isn't just breaking them, it's transforming you. Every moment of silence is a moment you reclaim. It's a moment you take back what was once lost, rebuild what was broken, and find strength where there was once doubt. With every second that passes, you're not just waiting in limbo, you're evolving. You're becoming the version of yourself that they never thought you could be without them. Imagine it. While they're stuck in their own mind, replaying memories of you, searching for clues to decode your silence, you are walking forward. You are stepping into a new chapter of your life. They believed that without them, you'd fall apart. But what they never understood is that your silence was the catalyst for your growth. They thought their absence would leave you empty, leave a void in your heart that only they could fill. What they never saw coming was your ability to turn that emptiness into a space for healing, growth, and self-discovery. While they were convinced that you were weak without them, you were quietly gathering your strength. And now, with each passing day, with every choice you make to stay silent, you're showing them something they never thought possible. Your absence doesn't break you, it makes you stronger. You're no longer the person who needs their love to define your worth. You've learned to validate yourself. You don't need their approval, their validation, their love to feel complete. If this video has resonated with you, and you understand the power of silence, take a moment to hit the subscribe button. Your support helps us create more videos that can guide you through these powerful life shifts. By subscribing, you're not just helping us. You're committing to your own personal transformation as well. Thank you for being part of this journey. Let's keep growing together. Remember the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. If you wish to be strong, learn to enjoy being misunderstood. Your silence, right now, is misunderstood by them. They don't know why you've chosen this path. But what they don't realize is that your silence is teaching them something far deeper than anything you could have said. It's teaching them that you've found your own strength, your own peace. You've discovered your worth, and now you don't have to prove it to anyone. With each step you take toward your own growth, you're proving that their absence doesn't diminish your worth. It enhances your power. You are becoming the person they never thought you could be without them. And with every moment of silence, you're reminding them of one powerful truth. You don't need them. You never did. Your silence is a mirror, reflecting back to them the truth they couldn't face. You're stronger without them. And the more they struggle to understand your silence, the more you understand yourself. You're not just healing, you're becoming the version of you they never believed existed. Part 4. How to keep your silence powerful. The hardest part of silence isn't starting it, it's holding on to it. It's not about making the decision to go silent, it's about staying silent when everything inside you screams for closure. When your heart aches to send that one message, to reach out one last time and explain how you feel. Silence becomes the ultimate test of your strength. Every time you feel the urge to break the silence, to pick up your phone, to explain yourself, ask yourself, what will this action teach them? What will it teach me? Is this moment about your healing, or is it about trying to gain back control? You see, your silence isn't just a response to their actions. It's a reflection of your inner transformation. Silence isn't a passive state. It's an active choice, a decision to stand firm in your worth, to rebuild yourself from the inside out. Silence only holds power when you're growing in it. It only becomes truly transformative when you use it as a tool for personal evolution. Think of silence as the soil in which your personal growth is planted. Use this time to nourish yourself, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Start focusing on your health, your passions, and your dreams. Silence gives you the space to reconnect with your true self, to rediscover the parts of you that were neglected, that were silenced by the chaos of trying to prove your worth to someone who never truly saw it. This isn't about revenge. It's not about showing them that you're better off without them. It's about evolution. Your silence is teaching them that you're no longer someone who needs to chase after their approval or validation. You are someone who knows their value, someone who no longer settles for anything less than the respect and love they deserve. Every day that you stay silent is a day you're not looking back. It's a day you're focused on moving forward, building the life you deserve, and growing into the person you were always meant to be. The more you focus on your growth, the louder your silence becomes. It speaks volumes, not because of what you're withholding, but because of what you're building within yourself. Your silence isn't passive, it's powerful. It's the loudest message you could ever send. It's the message that you are, reclaiming your power, that you are worthy of more than empty words or broken promises. It's the message that you don't need anyone to complete you, because you've already learned to complete yourself. Let them wonder. Let them feel the void of your absence. The more they try to fill it with questions and doubts, the more they'll realize your silence isn't about punishing them. It's about protecting your peace. It's about creating a space for yourself to thrive, to evolve, and to become the person you were always meant to be. The power of your silence isn't just in what you withhold. It's in what you're becoming while you say nothing at all. When will they break? They'll break when they realize that your silence isn't a reaction to them. It's a decision. It's not about making them feel guilt or remorse. It's about making them see that you've moved on. They'll break when they understand that you're no longer waiting for them to change, no longer waiting for their validation or apology. The moment they realize that the person who once begged for their love, who once fought for their attention, is no longer there, that's when the shift happens. But it won't happen immediately. It won't happen in the first week or even the first month. It will take time because people are stubborn. They will tell themselves you're playing a game, that you'll eventually come back. They'll try to convince themselves that they haven't lost you yet. But as time goes by and your silence remains unbroken, the truth will start to seep in. They'll begin to question everything. Was I really worth it? Was I the one holding them back? And by the time they finally break and reach out, you will be a version of yourself they will never be able to access again. You will have grown, healed, and evolved into someone stronger, someone wiser, someone who doesn't need their empty promises anymore, because your silence isn't about punishing them. It's not about making them suffer or pay for their mistakes. It's about protecting yourself. It's about proving that you don't need anyone who doesn't truly value you. It's about protecting your peace and showing yourself that you are enough, just as you are. No more chasing, no more pleading, no more proving your worth. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. The best revenge isn't fighting for someone who doesn't see your value. It's walking away, standing tall, and making them realize the one thing they never saw coming, that your absence is their loss, not yours. So hold your silence, hold your power, and let them wonder. Let them question. Let them feel the weight of their own regret as they replay every moment they took you for granted. Because when you choose silence, you're not just choosing to withhold your words. You're choosing yourself. You're choosing your own growth, your own happiness, and your own future. And that's the greatest power you can have. If you've ever felt the power of silence, drop a comment below saying, "My silence is my power." And remember, silence isn't just a way of holding back, it's a way of moving forward. Every moment you hold your peace is another moment you build your strength. If you're ready to transform your silence into the greatest weapon of self-empowerment, subscribe to the channel, because this journey of growth and transformation is just beginning. You're not just reclaiming your power, you're building a future that no one can take from you.